sitting
Not
with
at
you.
all. I'm so excited to be here.
Thank you for coming.
Anytime, come.
So we are right now with Kun Pan Pan.
Yes.
Thailand's hottest drag superstar.
Yay! Oh, thank you.
You really are.
Oh, you're so sweet.
And he's also the host RuPaul's Drag Race Thailand.
Yes, Drag Race Thailand.
As
Yep.
well. So that's why you are here because today we're talking about LGBT in Thailand.
Yes.
So a lot of people think that LGBT in Thailand, you're so lucky to be in Thailand because it's so widely accepted.
Yeah.
But is there anything that we don't know about?
Well, let's go back to the fact that it's so widely accepted. You know, like most of the people living here is a Buddhist country.
Yeah.
So because of our religion, we're, as long as you're not killing anyone, as long as you're not doing anything to harm other people, we're kind of okay with it.
Yeah.
So that's one of the main things. Also, I believe it's because of competitions like Miss Tiffany that makes people think of trans people as, or trans girls as female type 2 สาวประเภท 2 so it's been ingrained in our society to accept people who are different. So in that respect, I feel like we're very lucky.
Yeah.
But to say things that like the law still does not, the marriage law that allows people of the same sex to get married, that's still a debate that we're still fighting for on progress. And also the fact that I believe that if you're born a male and you're transitioning into a female, you have the right to say whatever sex you are in your identification.
Right.
Whether it's your passport or your ID. It's still very important, I feel.
Yeah.
And we're not there yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In terms of like the legal and things like that.
In terms of the legal stuff. But I feel like if I'm going to dress up in drag and I go out in public in Thailand, I won't be harassed or killed. So I think I'm very lucky in that respect. You know what I mean? In some countries I go, it's very dangerous.
Right.
Yeah.
So you have spent a lot of time abroad as well?
Yeah.
So what are the differences? Like, first of all, let's talk about where you've been. You've lived in LA, right?
I lived in LA for 4 years. That's why I speak like a white girl.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I know. Like totally Cali girl. มากๆ Valley girl สุดๆ MTV ดูมันตลอดชีวิต
I know. I watched LG and that's why you said that.
I know. I sound very Californian because I lived in LA for 4 years. And I used to have a really nice rich sounding British accent, but it's just disappeared completely.
Right.
Yeah.
And so what was it like as an LGBT in LA?
Oh, it was so cool. It was so nice. Because one thing I like, I don't know if you can swear in this program.
You can do whatever
I love
you want.
how people in LA really don't give a shit. Like they don't care about anything. They I'm gay.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
It's very unapologetic, and
Right?
that's what I love.
Yeah.
But in Thailand, you have to care about what people think.
Yeah.
You have to care what society thinks. You have to care what people at your job think. In LA, they don't care.
Yeah.
So if you're gay, it's very obvious, and they celebrate it. And my house, my roommate, he shaves his legs.
Yeah.
Even though he's like a guy, he shaves everything.
So you lived with a guy.
I live with 2 guys. They're probably the gayest people I've ever met in my entire life.
The gayest guy?
The gayest guys ever, which made my college experience amazing.
Yeah.
Like they would just go out in high heels for no reason.
For real?
Yes,
Are you
for
sure
real.
they're not gay?
No, they're gay.
Oh, okay, I got it,
The gayest gay guy ever.
Okay, I thought there was the gayest guy.
No. They're very, very gay.
Yeah.
So it's just fun to live with people who are so free and just unapologetic with who they are.
So in terms of when you say unapologetic, is it just unapologetic or is it like respect?
I think they really did not felt that it was something wrong with who they were.
Yeah.
And that's why I felt like in like they were respectful towards other people, but I feel like the sense of celebration of them being gay,
right?
That's what I love because I was the shyest one compared to the other 2. And so it was so fun to live with them. Yeah.
How did it feel that you are now like superstar?
Oh, I'm sure they're very happy for me, and I'm happy for them too. One of them is a singer now. His name is Justin.
Yeah.
And another
Bieber?
one is Bieber. No. Hope if I knew Bieber, I wish. So both of them are very successful as well.
Yeah. Okay. So you loved it in LA.
Yeah.
But between Thailand and LA, how would you say is the difference between as an LGBT in Thailand and in LA?
I mean, in LA and in Thailand, in Bangkok primarily, drag, in terms of doing drag, it's a lot more prevalent in Los Angeles because, you know, the show Drag Race, it's a huge phenomenon.
Yeah.
And so everyone would know, because all the queens live there, a lot of the queens live in Los Angeles, so you'll see a lot of drag queens. So it's more accepted for drag queens to go out in public, even though it's safe in Thailand, but people understand what it is more.
Yeah.
People know what it
Yeah.
is, you know? Here people are like, คืออะไรทำไมไหล่ใหญ่จัง Why
Yeah,
are they
I
so
get it.
weird looking?
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
don't they look like girls? But
Yeah.
drag is not about looking like girls. It's to
Right.
the exaggeration of what a girl is. It's about, you know, making fun of femininity. And it's an art. First and foremost, it's an art. And I think a lot of the times people in the West understand it because of the show and because it's a Western art.
Yeah,
You know?
I love it how you say it's a making fun of femininity.
It
I
is.
love that fact, and it's true, and I've never thought of it that way.
It really is because, you know, the boob is bigger, the eyelashes are bigger,
Yeah.
the curves are more. It's a celebration of the woman.
Yeah.
It really is. You have to love being a girl to
Yeah.
celebrate a girl. That's why drag queens are, in my opinion, feminists in a way. In a way.
Yeah.
Because my role model to doing drag is Wonder Woman. You can't get more feminist than that.
Yeah. Yeah. I see. So I admit that as a Thai and living here, I admit that we don't really know drag so
Yeah.
much. Like I'm asking you, like, can you give me a
Ask away.
definition
Yeah.
for drag? Because it's new in Thailand.
Yeah.
And we all know about beautiful trans, you know,
Yes.
Miss Tiffany, but drag
Yes.
is so new.
Yes.
And how are you coping with introducing it to Thailand?
Well, I think because the show is showcasing all these girls as artists and also as human beings, and we're telling their stories through this format of reality TV. So people are getting more interested in the show and understanding more what it is. But by definition, what a drag queen is when a man dresses up as a woman, basically for a performance or for money or for whatever reason, but they're dressing up as the opposite sex. If a female dresses up as a man, that's called a drag king.
Okay.
Yeah. If a female, biological female dresses up as a drag queen, they're called bio queens. So
Wow.
there's many types, but the word drag itself for me comes down to one word, which is art.
Right. Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. I agree. After seeing so many shows, I agree it's art.
It is.
Okay. So let's come back to Thailand.
Yeah.
Is there any I wish for like, you know, how Thai community is treating LGBT in the year 2019?
I mean, in I wish, wow. Can I ask you first?
I wish?
Yeah, what is yours in terms of your opinion on this? If you know what I mean?
If I was one?
If you were one, yeah.
I wish there is no I wish because I don't know I don't think I can really think like being one.
Right. But okay, I because you're a female, obviously.
Yeah.
So I wish I think for me
The law maybe?
of course.
Yeah.
Well, the law, you know,
Yeah.
same-sex marriage and what we talked about. Of course I
Yeah.
want that, but a lot of the times I think we're very lucky as Thai
Yeah,
people.
right?
So I don't have that much I wish.
What about
One thing, yeah.
What about stereotype that you have to be a certain way when you're LGBT, when you're gay?
Yeah.
You have to be a certain way.
Well, all my life, I've never cared what people think. So I don't really listen to what people stereotype of me.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people in the beginning would have a problem because I am my look is masculine. You know, I like to work out. So people have a problem when I dress up as a woman.
Yeah.
They're like, โอ้ยดูไม่เหมือนผู้หญิง or they're like ทำไมกล้ามใหญ่เวลาแต่งเป็นผู้หญิง or something like that. And I really don't care because I enjoy being a man and I
Yeah.
enjoy dressing up as a woman. They're two very different things.
Right.
I am a man who have sex with a man.
Yeah.
It doesn't make me less of a man. I'm still a man. I have a penis.
Yeah.
So I am still a man.
So
I
you-
just happen to have sex with a man.
Yeah.
But มีคำหนึ่งที่ปันจะแบบรู้สึกแบบต้องแบบหยุดคนเวลาคนพูด คือบางคนเขาจะพูดว่าขอโทษที่เปลี่ยนภาษาไทยนะคะ
เอาเลย
บางคนเขาจะพูดว่าเขาไม่ใช่ผู้ชาย ปันจะต้องบอกเขาทันทีตอนนั้นเลยบอกว่าหยุดคำพูดที่ยูพูดตอนนี้ยูพูดอย่างนี้ไม่ได้ยูพูดว่าเขาไม่ใช่ผู้ชายไม่ได้ยูต้องบอกว่าเขาเป็นเกย์เพราะการที่ยูบอกเขาไม่ใช่ผู้ชาย เพศเขาคืออะไร
you're taking away
you're taking something away from them just because they have sex with a man subconsciously บางคำที่เราพูดเนี่ยเราไม่รู้ว่ามันไม่โอเคมันคล้ายๆกับภาษาอังกฤษเวลาผู้ชายบางคนพูด that's so gay you can't use that word because you กำลัง make it something negative
right
yeah so those are things that people have to be careful with in terms of language and reinforcing homophobia yeah
maybe it's because some of the LGBT enjoy people saying that you're not a man like they want to be named and they want to be seen and respected as a woman maybe
it depends it very much depends because if you're trans of course it's up to you because if you identify yourself as a female then of course you should be known as a female and people should respect you and call you as a female so but for me I know I'm a male so don't say that มันแล้วแต่ว่าใครเรียก
ใช่
แล้วก็ถ้าเกิดมันเหมือนกับ if you are talking among friends ฉันไม่ใช่ผู้ชายดอกอะไรเงี้ยมันก็คนละเรื่อง
right
but if it's in a setting where it's if I'm in drag แต่งผู้หญิงอะค่ะแล้วมีคนบอกว่า this way sir I would be like what the fuck it's like I'm dressing up as a woman you have to respect me in my art as well
right
yeah
so this is a little bit sensitive I think like when to say something to each person
yeah or call me by my name
that's
right?
the easiest way of course because okay we have in our office here and I would talk to her I asked her is there anything I should not call you by because sometimes it's not like I go around and calling people Tom it's not like that but at some point there's some situation that I have to say it what would you prefer me saying and she said Tom is okay as long as you don't call me เจ้าฮะ she hates people calling her เจ้าฮะ is there anything like that with you that like don't say that to me
I really don't mind but I ไม่ค่อยชอบคำว่าหัวโปกหัวโปกกันเลยหัวโปก because I can afford really nice wigs so don't call me หัวโปกbecause my wigs are expensive
okay so that we know now
yes
okay so yes all of what we've talked about come to the conclusion that LGBT is having it quite nicely in Thailand.
I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe so. Also, I'm a very positive person. And I feel like if you keep thinking that you're suppressed and you're fighting for something and just like the world is unfair to you.
Yeah.
That's harder to live in general. But if you feel like it's not that fucking hard, I'm doing great. Life is great. I feel like the personal is the political. It just trickles out and I feel like people around you will be happier as well. So that way I live my life quite positively and I don't feel like it's that hard so that in turn it's not that hard.
Loving it. So being on television, this is your second season already. And of course you have to start realizing that there are so many types of people on the internet and many of them are ready to attack. So how do you handle those kind of noise?
I mean, you kind of realize that number one, there's a lot of people who support you and love you and I'm very, very honored and humbled and thankful. But then again, there's also the assholes on the internet who apparently have the right to a keyboard and they feel like they can say anything. And, I debate to myself a lot of the times whether we should let them get away with saying stuff like this and be the better person or be the bigger person.
Rise above it.
Rise above it. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to rise above it because I feel like if you let them go, they will keep doing this to other people. So I stalk them or I make sure that their account is deleted or I report.
You stalk your haters?
Oh, I do. I am crazy. People are like, oh no, you're like the host, a co-host of like a program. You have to be nice. You have to be like untouchable. I'm like, no. You want to slap my face? Tell me when. I will make time for you.
Yeah, and that appears on your latest IG post. You say, you want to slap? You want to fight?
Because one person was like อุ๊ยน่าตบมากอยากตบมัน I was like ปันว่างวันอังคารจริงๆมาเลยเจอกัน because I feel like a lot of these time these people เก่งแต่พิมพ์ไม่กล้าจริงกล้าจริงนัดวันมาเพราะว่ามันไม่กลัวเพราะว่าถ้าเกิดยูกล้าที่จะพูดพิมพ์อย่างนี้แล้วยูต้องกล้าเจอไอด้วยฉันมั่นใจว่าฉัน I know that I'm loved by a lot of people who know that they would support me And I know when I'm right, if you want to be physical with me I don't mind you มาเลยเพราะว่าฉันไม่ผิดถ้าปันเชื่อว่าเรื่องบางเรื่องปันไม่ผิด I would fight for what I believe in and I feel like one of the things I believe in is that people who are on social media who says nasty things should not be allowed to get away with it
right yeah because we're just saying that it takes no courage
exactly
even if you are like personally like bully at school you still need courage to go up to somebody
that person.
yeah but cyberbullying you need no courage at all
no it doesn't they have they have a voice without a face and they have no responsibility
voice without a face
no responsibility whatsoever and so they can get away with things and I feel like we should let them get away because a lot of the times people kill themselves from cyberbullying
right
so no I'm not gonna let it go by and I feel like a lot of the times it's our responsibility to report these people or make sure that people know that the things they say is not okay.
Hence that was a suggestion that people should use their ID number to log in.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think so. That's really great.
Yeah.
So they don't get away with stuff like this,
Yeah.
I agree.
But I think, you seem really strong and I feel like it's not an act. Like you are that person, I feel. And I love it when you say, when you know you're right, you'll fight for it.
Yeah.
And I think that's why a lot of people suffer because they're not sure of what they did. And people kind of suffer that because if you have a really strong standpoint, it's harder to shake you.
Yeah, it's true. But in order to be strong, I'm sure everyone has to go through a lot. I'm sure you as well.
Yeah.
I mean, how many haters do you have on YouTube, right? And
I
they
know.
get away with it. So I feel like from me, I've been down many times and have to question who I am. And a lot of the times when people come and attack me, I have to understand what the core beliefs that I have first for me to actually stand up for my beliefs. So now I completely know who I am, so I don't back down.
Yeah. Is there any calling for you in terms of why are you in front of the cameras or what are you put here for? Do you have that kind of calling?
Love that question. It's very simple. Something I live for. Not only do I live to be me and I live to be happy, and I'm sure that sentence on its own is very difficult. A lot of people live but they don't live happily.
Right.
And I feel like sometimes people forget to just be happy. And I want to spread the fact that don't forget life is short. You have to be happy.
Yeah.
Cut everything else out that doesn't make you happy because it's not worth it. And I completely believe in the fact that you don't just live your life for yourself, but you live your life for other people, whether it's for your family or for your fans. And for me, like, I've got a message from over the years from, young gays who are like, I love you, you inspire me, or you make me feel like I'm not alone. That's my message in life, to live my life and inspire other people to be themselves as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I see that through your work.
Yay,
and through your energy. Like by just sitting with you,
Thanks.
you're so positive.
Thank you.
What brings you down? Like what makes you sad in life?
What makes me sad in life?
When you're so focused at happiness. But I want to know like what makes you sad?
I mean, like 2 weeks ago, and it's funny that we're having this interview now because 2 weeks ago, all the cyberbullying and stuff also gets me down as well. And I decided I'm going to stand up for it. And that's why it just shifted. And no longer does people's comments on me affect me because I'm like, it's just water. It's just washing through me. I really don't care at this point because when I think about my role models who, I know, like พี่ลูกเกด I'm like, พี่ลูกเกดต้องโดนด่าเยอะกว่าเป็น10
she's been through so much.
I'm like, she's been through so much and she inspires me, and for me, she's a drag queen.
Yes!
Because she's really,
I love her
like,
too.
I know, right? She's not a female, she's a drag queen. But, so for me, looking at people who I idolize like her and Bianca Del Rio and people who's been through so much, I'm like, I have จิ๊บจ้อยมากอ่ะไอ้นี่มีสิทธิ์บทนะ You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that in
You're
that
so
respect,
positive. Like I'm asking you what makes you sad, and then you tell me you are living what you just said to me as a calling that like focus on happiness.
I mean, I'm sure things that makes you sad, PM, 2.5. I mean, the air pollution makes me sad. Not being able to breathe outside in our city makes me sad. But then you find ways.
Yeah.
You know?
How were you raised to be this person?
I don't know. My mom is...
Are they like totally accept who you are?
It took time.
Okay.
I'm sure every family, it takes time to accept their child as, you know, someone who's from the LGBT community. But I never thought me being who I am was wrong.
Yeah.
So I didn't apologize.
Yeah, okay.
I never be like, Mom, I'm sorry, I'm gay.
Yeah.
Which I suggest to other people as well. Don't apologize. It's not your fault. It's
Yeah.
not your fault that you're gay. You know, it's
It's not
genetics.
like you can choose.
It's not that you can choose. Thank you. And if any father out there blaming their son, like, oh, it's your mother's fault or it's your fault, it's actually carried in the genes through the father. So
Oh, is it?
yeah, it is. So I'm like, the father should be the one who should accept because it's carried through the dad.
Clinically proven.
Yes, it's the gene. I forgot the name. It's X25 or something. XQ28. Pretty sure, but it's a gene that makes gay. It's a genetic
carried
code that makes you
through
gay. Yeah.
the fathers.
That's why if you watch the movie X-Men,
Yeah.
it's literally about gay people.
Ah.
X-Men,มันมีแบบ that
Oh,
code
yeah,
that
that
makes you
genes.
have the superpower
Yeah.
is exactly the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing. No wonder little people would look up to you and say you inspire them. But I just want to know where this is coming from as for inner strength.
Well, in terms of inner strength, I was bullied a lot.
Uh-huh.
Growing up, I was very fat.
So that muscle is exercise.
Oh yeah,
Like-
girl. That muscle is very. People come up to me and be like, "I hate you." I'm like, "Thank you." So, I've been called everything in the book. You know, growing up, I was, you know, and I told P. Woody this as well when he asked, but in order to be a strong person, you have to be kicked down a lot. So I was fat.
Yeah.
I was feminine. And I was gay. So, you know, it was very
The full
hard.
package.
The full package.
Yes.
The best combo ever for bullying.
Yeah.
So, you know, I don't keep contact with my high school friends a lot of the times. And people are like, don't you want to go to your high school reunion? And for me, I don't hate them.
Yeah.
I forgive them.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be friends with them.
Yeah.
Because they made my life hell. And I speak up about it now because, you know, even if they apologize, I'll be like, okay, I'm fine with you, but you never really heal. You would always remember that in the back of your mind. It made me a better person,
Yeah.
but I don't know if I can forget.
Yeah.
I forgive, but I don't forget.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the times, it's like a flashback, and I'm sure a lot of gay people, when they've been bullied a lot, they have these scars in their minds, and that's why I don't stand for cyberbullying, and I don't stand for any types of bullying, because for the rest of your life, it shapes who you are, you know? So in that respect, how am I strong? It's from all those pain
practices.
and the practices, you know? Yeah, my high
Yeah.
school was hell. I hated going to school every single day. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. If someone who is being bullied right now are watching,
Yeah.
going back to your high school time, what would you say to yourself then?
I would say violence never solves your problem, but sometimes you have to hit someone in order for them to stop hitting you.
Would you go back
Oh,
as your
yes.
little self and hit that guy right back?
I would not change anything differently. I feel like a bully would always bully you, but if you turn the table against them,
Yeah.
they will stop. If they know that you can hit back, they will stop hitting you. So I say self-defense is really great.
Yeah.
Don't use it to hit other people or violence, to enforce violence, but you have to know how to protect yourself. It's
Yeah.
really important.
So it was physical.
Oh my God, it was very physical. People I remember this very clearly. One person came up to me with a knife, just because I was gay, for no
This is in
reason.
Thailand?
In Thailand, in an international
And you
school
went to
as
international
well.
school, yeah?
Yes. The teachers try to help, but the teachers can't be with you 24/7.
Yeah.
So, you know, I was in a very well-known school. I'm sure everyone knows Harrow International School. And oh my God, my life was hell. Like the teachers try to, you know, make sure I was included and everything. But, you know, after school or before school, these kids would be like with a knife. So for me, it was not a good experience.
That's what makes you who you are today.
Thanks for making a drag queen out of me.
And we're loving you. So you've watched Drag Race, the American version.
Yes, of
and
course.
now you are the host of Thai version.
Yeah.
When you first took the job,
Yeah.
is there anything like you've expected?
People were like, a lot of people compare. And people were like, it's not like the original, blah, blah, blah. It's Drag Race Thailand. So when it's Thailand, it's a different show.
Right.
We got some things that we took from the original, but in its own, I'm very proud of the show, and I'm proud to be a part of the show. And it's a part of something that's born out of Thailand. And I feel like a lot of people are like, it's blah, blah, blah. It's not like, people are complaining
like this and that.
It's not like this. It's not the same. I'm like,
Yeah.
you guys, we have a drag queen show.
Yeah.
Out of Thailand.
That's already huge.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Why can't we appreciate the fact that we're trying to make it as, as original, as good as we can be?
Yeah.
And of course, that's why I'm focusing on the positive. And I'm just like, how crazy it is. We have a show about drag queens in Thailand when other countries besides America do not have this.
Yeah.
We're so blessed.
You
know?
are definitely walking your talk. I mean, in every situation, you would focus on the positive.
But it's true.
It is true.
It is so true. Like, I mean, a lot of the times in media, people are still quite conservative, especially big production houses. But this is like a show about drag queens.
Yeah.
มันใหญ่มาก
Uh-huh.
and it's great.
From the day you start till today, it's been the second season,
Yeah.
and you've been filming almost towards the end now. What have you learned from this experience?
I've learned that it might be, when they say it's a reality TV, the emotions are real.
Yeah.
Like, it's very real what the kids go through. And you have to separate yourself from your emotions at times.
Okay.
Because otherwise, you will be heartbroken.
Right.
You can love every single contestant, but you can't cheer for any one of them. That's very hard. Because
Clear border.
you have to be very clear as a judge, and you can't cheer for anyone because not everyone's gonna win.
Right.
And that way you remain very objective and very, very politically correct, I feel.
But may I ask, was the winner of the first season your favorite?
They're all my favorite.
Okay.
I mean, but the top three, they all deserve to be there, for
Right.
sure. And whoever won, it's, the decision that God planned. So, they're all very deserving of what they have. Yeah.
What's your most favorite moment in the show?
This season or last season?
Okay, let's say this season.
This season, so far. I mean, it's very dramatic. Like the elimination that when Mocha Diva had to go home and he called Kim Hoi for being a cheater. And from me, it was my favorite moment because I feel like I said what I had to say. And I didn't feel what I said was wrong. And I was saying it out of love. And a lot of people are attacking me for, being aggressive, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, from my point of view, it wasn't being aggressive. I'm trying to tell her that there's a place and time for everything. And I want her to be portrayed as the artist.
Yeah.
Not someone who left the competition as a sore loser.
Okay.
Because I care about her.
Right.
And that's
so it's
why
coming
I want,
from a good place.
It's coming from me. I'm coming from a good place. And I'm trying to tell her, like, remember how you do things, people will see it differently.
Yeah.
So, so that's, a moment. And
although that leads to something that is not so pleasant, like all of the cyberbullying.
Yeah, the drama.
But it is still your favorite moment.
It is, because you know what? I feel like life is like a roller coaster. So it can trigger something that comes out of it after. So I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of cool moments on the runway as well. Yeah, it'll be fun. Yeah.
Have you ever thought, if it was you on that challenge, how would you do it differently and stuff
all
like
the
that?
time. All the time. But honestly, these girls this season are so inspiring. They would probably beat me as well.
Serious?
A lot of times they really surprise me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So is it actually aired?
It's currently airing on Line TV, so you can download the application on Line TV.
So you can watch that in America?
You cannot watch it in America. You have to wait for Wow Presents to come out with English subtitles. But illegally, you can watch it on Twitter. I think some people are putting it on Twitter, but it's kind of illegal.
Okay. I see. Right. Okay. But yeah, why is this season worth watching?
This season is worth watching because the queens' talent and their drive and their passion is on another level. There's more queens. They're international queens.
Yeah.
And the runway looks this season is to die for. So it's, the competition is rough and tough and fun and filled with drama and filled with laughter and filled with tears. And so it's definitely worth watching.
Thank you.